just felt right.
It's like
It
a
was
full
like the
circle
first
moment.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
totally. Full
Yeah.
circle is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Fun little fact. I don't know if anyone caught this the first time around. I saw a few people actually on Twitter tweeting about this, but I right before we sent in this song to get remixed and mastered,
Mhm.
I listened to my Instagram version again, and I was like, those birds sound sick. There's birds in the background while I'm playing, and I was like, that sounds really great. So as a little bit of a nugget, I actually had to re-download that song from my Instagram, rip it illegally off of my Instagram, um, get the
That's
audio, put it into my music
oh
program,
my
and
God.
cut down just to where the birds are. I put them in twice in the first like 15-ish seconds of the song. Um, and so if you go back, you can hear the birds, and that's from the Instagram page. That's a little callback to all the OG people who were there from the start. I thought that was a
That's
little fun.
awesome. That is so much fun when you can put little like Easter eggs like that in your own stuff,
Right.
man. That's pretty amazing. With someone who has so many songs written, what is how do you see this in your head? Like, do you already know like what the track list for your first album is going to be? Are you still figuring all that sort of stuff out? You feel like with so much stuff written, I feel like you have a lot of these like plans in your head that you had for years. Like you've been waiting for this moment.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I have a lot of plans in my head. I have a lot of
Mhm.
ideas. I'm always like thinking ahead, and I think the most important thing to me is being as true to myself as possible. And I think
Yeah.
the people who have enjoyed my music so far, it would feel it would feel f- disingenuous, I guess,
Yeah.
to make my music anything other than what it is. And that's why I think Common Sense is a perfect example of how I took what the song is and just slightly elevated it to kind of bring it up just a notch,
Right.
but still keep it true to its core. And I think that's my favorite thing about songwriting is like you can do all the production, you can do all this stuff, but you strip it away, and is the song good?
Right.
Is
Is
the
it a good
meat of
song?
it right?
Yeah.
And so if you do have that, then you can dress it up if you want. But my goal is to just take like the songs that I already have and elevate them to a point where I can still have my artistic like input on that, but where it still feels true to the song and not
Mhm.
like I'm putting on this front and being someone who I'm not, because that just wouldn't be,
Yeah.
that's just not authentic. And the goal is to be as me as possible. And I hope that that resonates with people. So,
For sure, man.
we're
Well,
figuring it out.
congrats again on the song. We've got a couple of minutes left before we get out of here. I got some more stuff that I wanted to ask you, but congrats on this song. And
Thank
it
you.
is it's a super chill track, and I think it's kind of perfect listening right now.
Hmm.
And it's kind of a perfect song for this moment in time. I think a lot of people can use something pretty chill to listen to right now.
Thank you, man. I
So I'm
appreciate
excited
that.
for more music from you, dude. So before we get out of here, when you and I last spoke, it was days away from the official launch of the Disney Plus
Right.
show of High School Musical. We got to talk before it came out. What has that ride been like? Watching this thing drop and just watching so much love and support for you guys and for this show. What was that experience like? Sum it up, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's so not real life. Like
Yeah.
it's so bizarre. It feels so like I do stay off social media a lot of the time, and a lot of people who follow me know that they don't love that. But I it's like in a way it's totally me up there, but it's
Yeah.
not me. It's this weird
Right.
thing. But I think the first time it really set in for me and my co-star Olivia, like the first time it really like hit us, we went to Atlanta for the Junior Theater Festival. It was 7,000 theater kids, and we got to
Whoa.
sing this one of the songs from the show, and then an original song that
Hmm.
Olivia and I wrote. Um, and so going out there and performing an original song, just me, the guitar, and Olivia in front of 7,000 screaming, it was like the most insane thing. That was like a pinch me, like, whoa, because that was like a
What is
real
it?
world
Yeah.
thing. It was like, what is happening right now? Like,
Yeah.
that was insane.
Was that
But
7,000 people sorry to cut you off, but I'm just curious
you're
at
good.
that moment in time, was that one of the larger crowds you've played for or played in front
The
of?
largest,
7,000? The
hands
largest.
down.
Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
that's wild. You're never going to forget that moment in time,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, absolutely not. No,
Yeah.
I'm not forgetting that. It was pretty surreal. It's also been really fun to kind of see the reactions to things
Hmm.
on just like Twitter and stuff, just because like we lived with the show for so many months,
For sure.
and we fell in love with the show like over and over again. Every script we got, we'd be like, oh, this scene is greater, this and this. And so it took like, I don't know, 7, 8 months from the
Wow.
first start of filming for the show to come out, maybe even longer than that.
Yeah.
It might have been like 10 months since we started.
Almost a year.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Yeah, almost a year. So seeing people's reaction was like a nice refresher of like, oh my gosh, it's like kind of like living it for the first time again through other people in a way.
for sure.
It was very fun. Yeah.
And also it's like a validation, like you fall in love with it, but you also don't know, like you're so close to it and you're making that thing, so it's
Right.
easy for you to kind of fall in love with it, and then to see everyone else fall in love with it, you're like, all right, we're not crazy, this is good,
Totally.
this is a great thing.
Well, that's the thing though, is like Olivia wrote All I Want for episode 4, and um she I don't know the order of who she showed it to, but I believe
Mhm.
I heard one of the I was one of the first people to hear it. Like she
Yeah.
showed her mom and then she showed me. And I remember her saying something, I'm kind of exposing her now, but she said something like, "Oh God, it's terrible. I'm gonna start from scratch." And I was like, "What are you talking about? You're gonna start from scratch?" I was like, "No, this is perfect." I was like, "What are you talking? This is incredible." I was like blown away. And she's like, I don't know, I don't know." And I'm like, "I'm telling you right now, this
Yeah.
is incredible." And of course, it's like the number one song of the show. It's like a massive hit. I'm like, of course it's a
Yeah.
massive hit. I knew that from the time you played it. I can't imagine a world in which she was like, I'm gonna start from scratch.
And just
I
gone
mean,
poof.
I'm sure she would have written another incredible song, but I knew right then and there. So stuff like that, like I knew with other people's stuff, I was like that. I can totally see people
Yeah.
resonating with people, and yeah,
And sure enough,
it's
there it
awesome.
was. Last thing before we get out of here, you guys, nobody's surprised by the existence of a season 2. But keep me honest, you started work on it, but then everything happened. You guys had to shut down, right? Is that what
Right.
happened?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
correct.
obviously, you can't. I'm not asking for spoilers. I'm not asking for anything like that. But how far along were you guys? Did you get? Were you filming? Were you just in rehearsals? Were you just reading stuff? Do you know if you could even say that? I don't want to get you in trouble. I was
I
just
don't know if
curious
I could
how
say
far you
that.
got.
I think it's relatively public knowledge that we had started filming.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we a couple episodes in, and all I can say is every day on set was a pinch me moment.
Really?
It
Oh
was
man.
just so exciting because the first season we weren't sure what the show was. We have no idea what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
all kind of like figuring it out as we go. We don't even know. We even like we filmed different versions. Like in the first episode, they had us do things a couple different ways because they weren't even sure how they were going to edit it together and how it was
Oh
going to look.
wow.
So we were still figuring out like the pacing and the tone and
Interesting.
all that. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and so while we did have fun and it was very exciting, we still had there was a lot of learning
Mhm.
in the first season. So then having the first season under your belt, knowing that it's mostly well received, being able to go back into season 2 like in the groove, knowing what the show is, and even just like the writers being able to know the show, and now the writers room is filled with people who are mega fans of the show, which is just
Yeah.
so awesome. Like it's people who love it, and
So
so
cool.
we're able to take things to another level because we're all like in the groove. It's just so exciting, and I
Yeah.
think people are really gonna love it. I know I did, and last season I loved every second of it, and clearly that did well. So
That worked
I
out.
hope that
It's a good
works out
sign.
this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good
for
sign,
sure.
man. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I know you got to get ready. You got a bunch of other stuff you got to do. But one, sincerely, thank you for taking some time to hang out and chat with me again, man. It's always awesome to talk to you. I'm super happy that you're safe and you're healthy and your family's doing well and everybody's doing all right. Stay safe. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep writing music. I'll remind everybody out there, Common Sense is widely available. It's out today. If you haven't listened to it already, I don't know why you're watching this. Go listen to that song right now. And keep an eye out and an ear out for more music. Anything else you want to tell anybody before we get out of here, man?
I don't know. Stay safe and practice social distancing.
That's it.
It's
That's
really
it.
important right now. It's all you can do, but it matters. Every little
Yeah.
person can help.
Awesome.
Thank you, man. I
Hey,
appreciate it
thank
so
you, dude.
much.
Fingers crossed. This will all blow over. And when that record comes out, you come to New York again and we'll hang out and do this again. All right.
Sounds great. I'm looking
Awesome,
forward to
man.
it, man.
Thanks so
Thank
much. All right,
you.
everybody, wherever you are, make noise for Joshua. Thanks, dude.
Hey, have a good one. Peace.